competition, brother.
Yeah, let's go.
We like competition, don't we, Steve?
Yeah.
Good morning, Ponies and the Smokies. It is day number 2 for the King of the Smokies competition, and that means it's Autocross Day. And this is the day that I've been looking forward to. This was the whole reason that I came to this this event, was to do the Autocross, and then I saw the King of the Smokies one pop up, so and that included the Autocross, so I'm doing that as well. So yeah, this is my day to shine. I'm really looking forward to the course today and just meeting a whole bunch of people as well, because I've been talking to a lot of people that are going to be coming out to the Autocross that either watch these videos or follow the car on Instagram and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to today. I still have a few things to complete from the Shine Run, as we talked in the last video for day 1. So I have 2 more locations that I need to go hit today, but those are fairly close to the stadium where the Autocross is taking place. So I'm going to go do the driver's meeting, walk the course, and then I might head out and go hit those 2 last locations, the Bush Baked Beans plant and the Aviation Museum. So go hit those and then go back to the stadium and do the Autocross. And then we have the King of the Smokies Autocross, which they'll be changing up the course to level the playing field. So I really like that. And we only get 3 runs, but we'll have that at 4 o'clock this evening. So we get to go do the Autocross. It's a completely separate event, so I do hope to do well in that, and maybe I can get another additional trophy consideration or something. And then we'll have the King of the Smokies competition between just the 11 cars that are in that competition going head to head for the Autocross, and hopefully I can start getting myself towards the top of the timing charts for that, because the rest of the events not looking good for me, honestly. So we'll see what we can do on this one. So let's go get this car started up. Getting ready to start the Autocross. The course got a lot more straightaways than I was really hoping for, so definitely going to be a little power limited on that portions of it, but we will see what we can still do on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The cones are little cones compared to what I'm used to, so that's interesting. A lot of slope too than what I'm used to. So there's going to be a lot of off camber. The car is going to be pushing and things like that. But do a couple runs, have some fun, and then we'll do our shine runs in a little bit.
52.470. Oh, not too bad. A lot of tight U-turns, doing some digs. So that will be interesting to see. I don't know if it's going to help to downshift to first in some of those really tight ones. The car kind of bogged a little bit, but I don't really want to complicate things with shifting. Good start so far. The course is definitely tighter than I kind of thought, but it is a lot of straight drags, but I can try to make it up in the corners where I can, but it's going pretty good so far. Fun.
After a few autocross runs, I left to go finish up my few last shine runs. Went to Bush's Baked Beans and then to the Aviation Museum. Then I headed back to see if I could get any more runs in for autocross.
Going up for what could be my last run. We're getting pretty close to cutoff time. There's a lot of cars going through. I think after the morning, I think I am sitting first in class. I don't know what people have been doing in this afternoon session. I was kind of taking it easy somewhat, pushing like, 75, 80%, 90% maybe. But we're going to try to go hard on this one, try to put down a really good time to kind of try to cement that in. I got a few things that I'm going to try, like first gear drops and things like that. See what we can do. 50.917, nice. I still think I should have done like first gear coming up the thing. Hopefully that was clean.
That completed the Ponies and the Smokies Autocross. Now is time for the King of the Smokies Autocross, which is going to be a shootout between these 11 cars. I had the most autocross experience, so I was feeling really confident going into this, but there were a few cars that I was really worried about, and a single cone can make or break your runs.
We're getting ready to start the King of the Smokies Autocross. Might have won the autocross earlier, we'll have to see. So we need to try to repeat on the King of the Smokies one. They reversed the course, so we're doing it backwards from earlier. So, and there's a lot of downhill things, so need to not overcook the braking zones.
The start line was on a downward slope, so as soon as I took my foot off the brake, I started rolling, so I decided to pull the emergency brake to be able to try to get a good launch off the line. Something I've never really had to do, but it seemed to work out pretty good. This first turn was really tight, so I decided to downshift to first and see if I could either rev the car out or have to go to second, because I then had to downshift to first again for this one, which was also really tight, but it really helped pivot the car around. This turn going downhill, overcooked it, came to almost a stop to make this turn and not hit any cones, but was maybe able to make it through. Then this one, there was a little bit of a bump there, and going through here, you're going downhill. It really was a tricky turn to make it through. Then we're going back uphill through the little Chicago box, so that was pretty good. You're going into that at a pretty good speed. Then going around through these ones, again, it was really tight. Going to this finish, I think I should have probably tried to downshift to first, but never actually got around to that point. Came through with a 52.495, which was, at the moment, faster than everybody else.
Good first run, sitting in the top, I believe, at the moment. So we'll see if we can hold on to that. That was nice and clean. Definitely overcooked it into a lot of the turns. That was not a good thing, but the tires were cold. Trying to get them warmed up. Hopefully we can drop some more time off of that. All right, second rod coming up. Sitting in first and King of the Smokies at the moment. Definitely had screwed up on that rod, so there's more in it. But I'm gonna try to push it. I'm sitting on the first one, not push harder. Let's go.
52.914! Steve! You might have competition, really?
Yeah, let's go.
We like competition, don't we, Steve?
Yeah.
Random! 52.914!
Then as I was coming around their last corner, I cut it a little too tight and nipped that last cone.
Alright, so that one had a cone. That was a 51. There's definitely more in there. I'm still overcooking it really bad into that one turn. So I need to slow down. Alright, going up for last run. We got to do something. We're not sitting in first at the moment to do that last run, being a little dirty. But I could definitely clean her up if I can hit all of my marks this time. I know what I need to do. It's time to execute.
To add more pressure on myself, the announcer asked if I had another 51 in the car, and of course I said I had a 50 in the car. So now I really need to go out there and see if I can really put together a good run. I knew that the car had a lot more in it, so let's see what we can do. I got this video from somebody that was out there watching. I really love how the car pivots around this quarter. It just looks really awesome. A lot of times videos from the outside don't look all that great, but this video really shows how fast the car is, in my opinion. I have to say, the crowd cheering you on is amazing. This isn't something that we really get to experience too often in autocross, but man, it was so awesome having people actually out there cheering and clapping. Man, it was a great feeling.
Fuck yeah, car. Fuck yes.
We then went and did Shotgun Alley, which my GoPro's died, so I actually didn't get any video of myself doing this, but it wasn't really that exciting anyways. It was just a 0 to 60 foot back to zero competition. I was able to get a 2.575 time, which put me 4th in the King of the Smokies competition.
The car today did phenomenal in the autocross, kind of as we expected that it would. I was one of the favorites kind of going into the autocross, so I did the Ponies and the Smokies Autocross, and looks like I won that by 0.9 seconds. And then they reversed the course for the King of the Smokies, which was just the 11 of us, and we ran another autocross, which I won that one as well by 0.9 seconds. So that's putting me in a decent position for the King of the Smokies. The next events are all going to go downhill for me. We then did the Shotgun Alley, which is just a drag start to a stop, like 60 foot, and then you have to stop inside of a box. So there's no turning, it's just a straight shot. So you run first gear and then stop, basically. So I finished with a 2.5 second time, basically, and that put me 4th in the King of the Smokies event. So a decent time. So I don't know where that's putting me in the overall position right now, but the next event's coming up. So tomorrow we have drag racing, which not a drag car, so not going to do very well at that, I think. And then we will be getting into the dyno, which is going to be between me and one other car to be last place. Everyone else is supercharged, so, or turbocharged, as the other SN95 is. And then we get into the car show portion, which is also not going to be very well for me because, you know, look at my door jambs, they're not very pretty. My door panel is all cut up, so also not very pretty. The car has a lot of marks on it, also not very pretty. So, but we'll see how it shows. There's a lot of, you know, engineering that is into this car and a lot of purpose-built components for it. So that might help it. You know, it's not just a bolt-on car. There's a lot of custom stuff on the suspension, the engine. It's just not pretty stuff because it doesn't have to be pretty. It's functional. But overall, I'm over the moon with today. Today was an amazing day. Had a great time. Met, you know, more people, hung out with people, and saw some drifting, and yeah, it was a really good day. I am beat. So time to end it here. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Day 3 of Ponies and the Smokies coming up very shortly. Later. Wanted to add here at the end that I got so much support from people at Ponies and Smokies, from people back home, people in North Carolina, and I just want to say sincerely thank you. I really appreciated it, and yeah, it really helped me to push harder, knowing that you guys believed in me, and that really helped my confidence going into this. So really, honestly, thank you guys, and now thank you guys for watching. See ya.